Yeah. Dusty Depot, Till the Towers. You know what time it is? Chapter 6. Hope, Dago, Heroes and Demons. Welcome to the future. I built this kingdom, you're living in my save file. You got fancy movement, I made the game worthwhile. You got wall kicks, cute, we had skill in the fights. One pump from a gray and you're back in the lobby tonight. Tilted Towers had the whole world dropping hot. Your biggest ploy, I was forgotten when the season stops. I had Kevin rolling mystery across the land. You got another glowing portal and a villain with a hand. Remember watching meteors every day after school. No leaks, no spoilers, every theory sounded cool. You got a Death Star hanging over half the map. Bro, that's not Fortnite lore, that's somebody else's trap. I adrift, Omega, Ragnarok in the prime. Half your battle passes, collapse, borrow and shine. When OG came back, player counts touch the sky. That's the community telling you which chapter survived. I'm the reason Fortnite made the throne. Every season felt like history unfolds. You got powers, myths, heroes galore, but they'll never love you like they loved chapter 1 before. Keep talking about the past like it's all you've got. Nostalgia's carrying weight that your updates could not. You built the house, respect, but let's be real, I'm the version proving Fortnite still got appeal. You brag about Dusty like it wasn't just a warehouse. Half your map was grassland stretched for miles out. I got mobility, biomes, vertical design. You spent 3 seasons staring at a cube in the sky. Black Knight, cool, but let's compare and play. You had shopping carts, I got movement that actually slays. Your swear tallied was a telescope and a rock. Mine's up cinematics, quests, and events that don't stop. You worship Tilted Towers like it's sacred ground. Meanwhile, every OG season brings the same spots around. If you're so perfect, why'd they keep redesigning you? Because even Epic knew they hadn't proven to do. And let's discuss that BRUTE disaster friend. Season X nearly drove the player base to the end. You call me chaotic, bro, that's rich coming from the chapter that dropped the Infinity Blades for fun. Funny hearing lectures from a chapter chasing trends. Star Wars 1 month, superheroes next again. Every season's like a crossover convention hall. Can't tell if it's Fortnite or a streaming service brawl. You got heroes ranking up, we had moments instead. The butterfly event still lives rent-free in heads. The rocket launch changed game and everybody knows. You got cutscenes trying hard to recreate those highs. Your map's beautiful, I'll give you that respect, but can your landmarks leave the impact I left? Ask any veteran where they first found their spawn. Pleasant Park memories hit harder than your gods. Ask those same veterans where they're playing today, because if I disappeared, they'd have nowhere to stay. You act like Fortnite peaked and should've frozen in time, but evolution's the reason the game's still alright. Most carrying stories while your heroes are gone. Most of your legends haven't mattered for years now. You had the 7 cool, but where'd they all go? At least my villains show up instead of Ghost in the show. And let's not forget when OG returned to fame. Who brought those players back? Fortnite's modern name. You're the classic album everybody still adores. I'm the sequel keeping crowds lined up at the stores.
My tales from bootleg cabinet and moments so legendary they transcend. When Fortnite history's written in spore, my name's the first chapter on every board. Chapter 6. Oninoshima, heroes, demons, galactic wars. Building tomorrow instead of worshiping them before. You can keep the crown, I'm nostalgia lore, but I'm the reason Fortnite still exists at all. Without me there is no Fortnite. Chapter 6. Without me there is no future. Oh, different eras, different renters. One island's past, one island's next chapter.
Ice King. The storm approaches. Bow before the King of Winter. Reality Zero stands because I allow it. Let's settle this.
You call yourself Foundation? That's ironic, son. Without the visitor's rocket, your whole story's never begun. I ruled kingdoms while you hid behind a helmet. Took one face reveal and suddenly everyone felt it. You protect realities, I froze threats instead. Locked the prisoner away before he scorched the land red. You need a whole team, called the Seven for your schemes. I ran an empire solo while you chased multiverse dreams. You flipped an island, cute, sounds pretty neat. I covered the whole map in snow from a frozen sea. You got fancy armor, gadgets, tech in your pack. Take that suit away and what exception do you have? The Rock showed up and gave you character fame. Without celebrity status, nobody remembers your name. I bring the storm, I bring the freeze. One icy breath puts kingdoms to their knees. You guard reality, but here's the thing. Before the seven, there was a king. Keep talking snowman, you're stuck in the past. Your whole reign melted, and it didn't last. You froze one island, I save every dimension. You're a side quest, I'm the main mission. You call yourself king, but your prison failed. The moment prisoner escaped, your whole plan derailed. Locked him in Polar Peak, thought the job was done. Then he built a volcano and your kingdom got spun. You ruled one castle, I command reality. Your biggest achievements, basically bad security. Talking like a conqueror, that's comedy gold. You lost control of your own prisoner you couldn't hold. Kevin shook the island, 0 Point broke space. Where were you when existence needed saving in the first place? While you sat on a throne playing frozen defense, I was fighting the Io on a multiversal offense. And let's be honest, king, your chapter got replaced. I literally flipped the island and changed the game's face. Funny hearing that from reality's bodyguard. The last reality rolled up and hit your squad hard. The seven vanished quicker than a victory crown. Some legendary leader when your whole team got shut down. The origin left, paradigm disappeared. The imagining order got wiped, just as feared. You built your entire reputation on the seven success. Take away the group and you're just a guy in a vest. You keep saying 0 Point every single line, like that's your whole personality design. I got mystery, legends, kingdoms, magic untold. You're basically a lore document learning to scold. At least people know what my purpose is, king. Your lore so abandoned, fans theorize everything. You vanished after season 7, what a glorious reign. A frozen monarch turned into background terrain. You trapped the prisoner, congratulations champ. It's like bragging, you started a fireproof camp. Meanwhile, I jumped to the 0 Point itself, risked my life to save every reality shelf. And let's discuss your biggest weakness, sire. Every story you've got somehow ends with fire. Prisoner escaped, volcano rose, castle fell apart. For a king of ice, heat really breaks your heart. Polar Peak remembers, the blizzard still calls. Legends never die when they're carved into walls. You may guard realities beyond what we see, but chapter 1 nostalgia hits harder than me. History matters, I'll give you your due, but Fortnite survived because it continued through. You ruled an era, I protected them all. When reality shakes, they know who to call. A king doesn't need insane, you rebuild born. The storm is eternal, reality is bigger. One ruled the island, one saved existence. Winner, that's for the loopers to decide. Hugin.
Everybody quiet. The GOAT has entered the lobby. GOAT. Bro, you're one missed shot away from irrelevance. I'm chapter 1 royalty, the king of close range. 120 to the face and your whole life's changed. Kids spent years and created trying to copy my aim. Every shotgun after me just borrowed my name. Cat talks numbers, that's cute little bro. When they vaulted me, the whole community said no. The sound of my blast gave sweats their fame. You're all just side quest in the pump shotgun game. Cash calls himself skilled, what a hilarious sight. Holding down left click doesn't make you good at fights. And drum shotgun talking, that's a wild joke. You're what happens when a shotgun and an SMG alone. You call yourself king, but let's tell the truth. Half your users hit for 30 and blamed lag as proof. I was consistent while you lived off highlights. For every 200 pump, there were 1,000 misfights. Pump players act like every clip was elite. Meanwhile, I carry casuals to victory royale streaks. You hit one big shot that's been forever reloading. I'm already firing twice while your ego's exploding. In combat, bro, you ain't even a shotgun. You're basically an AR pretending to be one. Gold, purple, blue, gray. Every season somebody gets replayed. Bump, pump, double pump, box fight fame. But everybody thinks they're the best in the game. Look at these fossils arguing over old days. I had World Cup players abusing my range. Send a towns a bugging, I'm still dropping tags. Had people questioning if I belonged in the class. Pump says 200 every chance he gets. Like an old athlete reliving career highlights yet. At least my damage worked beyond arm's reach. You needed a kiss on the forehead just to compete. Heavy shotgun buddy, Let's not pretend your pellet spread. Miss target, standing still, my friend. Funny coming from the gun, everybody called broken. Epic vaulted you quicker than your fans were coping. I rewarded precision, skill, timing, and aim. You rewarded spraying from another postcode range. Hard, tell me again how much skill you require when in steel, charging shots while getting lit on fire. And thunder, you're just pumped with extra steps. A chapter 4 remix that nobody requests. You're laughing till the damage starts stacking, then suddenly the lobby starts panic packing. I wasn't made for panic shots, I punish mistakes. One fully charged blast sends players back to the lake. Punk fans hate me cause I required adaptation. You spent years relying on muscle memory, domination, and drug. Let's be honest, nobody's impressed. You're what happens when accuracy gets laid to rest. As you see, bro, I don't need that nonsense. I enter a box and delete all resistance. Players hear my sound and instantly run because everyone knows I'm anti-fun. Pump says skill gap, that's adorable chatter. When the wall breaks down, none of that matters. You hit one shot, cool, I hit 20 instead. By the time you're reloading, a fight's already dead. Move over legends, a new boss arrived. Chapter 4, head sweats, feeling terrified. 200 headshots, yeah, I brought that back. Pump walk so I could launch attacks. I dropped rum vaults, while players fought bosses. Would blast from me, and your crowd's taking losses. But fans adopted me the second I appeared because I delivered everything they held dear. I send this debate before it gets tragic. None of y'all ever reach my level of magic. Double pump clips still live in every fan's brain. No weapon in Fortnite, change the game the same. Cold back was broken, drum was absurd. Charge got hated, thunder got blurred. Heavy got vaulted, tech for support. Hobbit got close, but hastily short. When Fortnite's all said and done, here's a summary. Every shotgun here measured themselves against me. Most reliable, most overpowered, most misunderstood, most annoying, most feared, most legendary. Victory Royale goes to the pump shotgun. Every golly quiet. What's your favorite scary movie? Nah, scratch that. What's your favorite flop? You spent 10 movies building timelines just to get beat by a dude with the mob. Hello, Ghostface. I'd like to play a game. See if your franchise survives without nostalgia carrying your name. Yo, I'm the king of the whodunit. Every sequel's a mystery. You torture fans with timelines that need a whole damn history. Got the deckers making choices to follow your plot. By movie 6, half your characters forgot who got shot. You preach appreciate life. What a hypocrite clown. Your apprentices kill more people every time you go down. John Kramer says he's moral, man, that's comedy gold. You put folks in shotgun carousels and act righteous and bold. Ghostface got fans guessing till the very last scene. Your twist is always surprised. That dead guy's not what he's seen. Amanda Hoffman loving how many copies you got. Jigsaw got more replacements than a Fortnite idol side. You joke, but let's be honest, you're the king of repeats. Every movie starts the same, phone call, stab, retreat. Different killer every year, but they're all the same face. A Halloween costume, somehow I run in the post-chase. You brag about your mystery, the audience knows the drill. Is you're the family drama or some psychotic fanboy thrill. We're Quill, legacy sequel, man, you never evolved. Just another Loomis relative with daddy issues to solve. You call me complicated, at least I got ambition. Your whole franchise survives on meta exposition. Randy explaining horror rules every 10 minutes straight. Without that self-awareness, you'll be a bug and been tame. Mask on, knife raised, everybody knows my name. You're 10 films deep and still explaining your game. TikTok trap drops, every choice has a cost. Your killers get unmasked and instantly get lost. Slashers cool again. I own the DOS decade. One kills with fear, one makes you wish you'd stayed afraid. Let's talk survivors might actually stay alive. Sydney faced a dozen ghost faces and still managed to thrive. Your cast gets shredded so fast it's absurd. Every sequel's just a contest for most disturbing words. Billy the Puppet rides a tricycle looking goofy as hell. Got beaten by a voice changer and a cordless cell. You say, I never murdered, that's your favorite defense. That's like lighting a fuse, then claiming innocence. Sydney's plot armor thicker than a bank vault door. The killers miss point blank shots and still lose the war. Meanwhile, my victims gotta earn every breath they keep. Not hide behind franchise contracts 20 years deep. You made horror nerds cool, fine, I'll give you respect. But half your killers get exposed and then die on the deck. Roman needed Hollywood, Jill wanted fame. At least my villains got motors beyond internet fame. Disputing the fans who brought back Stu and theories every year. Lot of fees a shadow, it screams, he's still here. Your torture porn dressed up as glossary class. Your Scooby-Doo with blood in a mask. One knife, one choice, one life. Two horror giants still fighting for the crown, but when the credits roll, only the fans can break it down. Cheer.
I'm ready to win! Who let the talking dog and his sandwich buddy in? Scooby-Doo! Row, row! Look who's talking smack, a kitchen sponge that's somehow never been thrown in the trash! Living in a pineapple, still got a bigger fan base. You've been chasing fake ghosts through the same haunted place. Every episode's identical, I can solve in a minute. Old man Jenkins wore a mask, their mystery finished. Your crew needs 5 people just to catch one crook. Velma finds every clue while Fred writes the book. Daphne gets kidnapped, Shaggy runs away. Without Scooby snacks, none of y'all would stay. I work the grill daily, built an empire from a spatula. You spend 60 years getting scared by a guy named Dracula. Mystery machine breaking down every mile of the trip. Meanwhile I'm carrying Nickelodeon on my porous little hips. Rikes! You're talking big for a dude flipping patties. Got bullied for years by your neighbor and planking schemes badly. You call my plots predictable, that's a dangerous take. Half your episodes start with Squidward needing a break. Your best friend's Patrick, the IQ's underground. That starfish gets lost trying to turn around. You say I'm repetitive, buddy, let's review. Krabby Patty formula stolen at season 22. At least my villains change every time we arrive. Yours is one green Cyclops who somehow never thrives. Franken's been losing for decades, what a brutal career. The chum bucket's emptier than Patrick's ID.
Who's the cartoon king living under the sea?
Mystery Inc. still serving for steam.
I got memes for generations.
One hunts monsters, one hunts jellyfish. Only one leaves with the animation crown. Let's talk movies. You got Scrappy Ruin in your name. One tiny puppy nearly burned down the whole fame. Fans still debate him every chance that they get. The biggest franchise betrayal the cartoons have met. Meanwhile Banjeek still lives rent-free online. Your biggest meme is saying Roo-row all the time. Gave the world hands of Squidward mocking SpongeBob too. You gave us Fred obsessing over traps and clues. And don't mention Velma, man that's friendly fire. Your own spin-off crashed faster than a haunted tire. Old words from a sponge whose best years were before. Ask fans about later seasons, they'll point to season 4. Your creator built magic, I respect what he made, but some newer episodes Fiddle Factory made. You wrote Scrappy? Fine, that's a hit I'll take. But the splinter exists, there's no recovering that mistake. Your town's full of idiots and somehow you're king. That's like winning first place when nobody can think it, let's be real. Let's get spooky, your show's out of luck. I face zombies on Zombie Island, those monsters were made up. You fight goofy sea bears and imaginary fears. I've been carrying Saturday mornings for over 50 years. Your villains wear masks cause they're scared to be seen. Your villains lose yearly to a fried cook and a bean. I made memes, movies, games, and internet gold. I stayed relevant through 6 different decades old. You saw fake buttons. You did stick trade. You need clothes. You need scrapes. The Krusty Krab's open line forms around the blocks. Rule, rule, row. Mystery Inc. never stops. Spaghetti bought a Sherry. The gang's taking a bow. Call two legends face to face. Tell us who wins now.
Afnella, welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. You sure you want to do this? Hello, neighbor. Keep talking, bear. I've broken into harder places than this.
I'm indie horror royalty, the king of hidden lore. You spent years building hype for a basement door. My theories broke YouTube, had millions looking deeper. Your biggest mystery got solved by every content creator. You call yourself stealth? Man, you're I was a meme. Players stack boxes to destroy your whole dream. Alpha look promising, I'll give you that respect. But the final release left half your fan base perplexed. I got Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy running the stage. You got one grumpy neighbor
Rotten Tomatoes and rage. I built an empire from security cams and fear. You're still explaining what happened in Raven Brooks this year. Funny hearing that from a franchise needing 10 books to explain why one purple dude keeps changing his looks. Was it the bite of 83? No, wait, maybe 87. Y'all need a conspiracy board reaching up to heaven. You brag about lore? That's exactly the joke. Your timeline got so tangled, half the fandom broke. One game says one thing, then another says psych. Even Matt Penn needed whole careers just to get it right. And speaking of gameplay, sit in an office, shut a door, watch a screen. You call that innovation, buddy, that's a routine. I had players sneaking, climbing, solving puzzles and more. You spent 3 games praying Foxy stayed out the door. 5 nights, 1 office, still terrified to stay. 1 house, 1 secret, and you're sneaking every day. Millions of theories, adaptive AI, Hollywood movies, at least my villain's alive. Let's discuss relevance, let's keep it a buck. Security breach launched and still blew up. Movie hit theaters, fans packed every seat. Your franchise peaked when Dante DM hit tweet. The neighbors got secrets, cool story my guy. William Afton's crimes got enough lore to supply 3 novels, 6 channels, 20 timelines straight. While your fan theories vanished when the answers came late. And don't talk gameplay, you got caught by a dude with the mustache and gloves. I got animatronics people genuinely love. Freddy became an icon, your villain's just a bloke. 1 mascot became legend, 1 became a joke. Legend, let's slow down, I got plenty to fire. Security breach launched, looking rough on the wire. The bugs were so common, fans clipped them for fun. Moonwalking animatronics, congratulations son. You keep saying I always come back with pride. That's because your villain never knows when to die. Spring trap, scrap trap, burn trap, every form's the same. It's less resurrection, more recycle in the name. And your jump scares, half the internet already knows every frame. The screen gets predictable after the 20th game. At least when I catch players, they're panicking for real, not waiting for a loud noise, they've seen it in every reel. You're 1 creepy neighbor with a lock and a key. You're 1 purple murderer stretched across a family tree. My fandom solves mysteries that rewrite the lore. Your fandom argues what year happened more. I survived a decade and I'm still at the top. You subtract because the theories never stop. I got Freddy Fazbear, I got the house everybody's weird. I got millions of fans, I get up and pace curiosity engineer. Check the cameras, power's running low. Lock the basement, nobody can know. 1 built horror's biggest mystery. 1 made players fear the house next door. 2 YouTube giants, 2 legends of the scene. Now let the fans decide what horror really means. Yeah. Rap battle. Yo, blue blur in the booth, let me start this race. 3 films deep, still you're stuck in 1 place. I got Shadow, Knuckles, Tails, whole squad on attack. You got Luigi lost again while Mario carries your back. I run missiles, planets, portals, every trap. You spent half your movie driving carts around a map. Robotnik's got layers, Jim Carrey stealing the show. Your bows are saying peaches cause he had nowhere else to go. Remember 90p? Yeah. Let's open that scar, turn the Mushroom Kingdom into discount Blade Runner bars. Goombas with tiny heads, man, what were they smoking? That adaptation so cursed, it's become a fandom token. I took criticism, redesign, came back strong. Your first movie face planted and stayed wrong. Fans cried chaos control every time Shadow appeared. Your biggest plot twist, the princess isn't here. Hold up, K-Jog, you're talking pretty bold for a franchise that needed humans just to sell tickets and gold. Tom pays your bills, let's be honest and fair. Half your trilogy's a road trip with Sonic in the passenger chair. You call out 90 Flea, that's ancient history, dude. At least my modern movie made $1 billion with these. While your box office numbers keep chasing my tail like Eggman chasing emeralds and somehow still fail. And you flood Shadow, congrats, you borrowed fan service. The second he showed up, your writers lost their purpose. Meanwhile I brought Nintendo's universe into the fight. Donkey Kong, Rainbow Road and Peach stealing the spotlight. You got a wedding subplot, nobody asked to attend. A dance off in the bar, is that how heroes defend? Unpacked with reference of fans instantly adore. You're still explaining rings while I'm opening worlds galore. Funny coming from the guy whose voice sparked debate. Chris Pratt saying it's a me at fans checking the gate. You made $1 billion, cool, but let's address the score. Take nostalgia
imagination, your king just wanted a bride. I got chaos energy, supersonic and gold. You need a shiny star every time your story gets old. Character growth, bro, you learn friendship exists. After 3 whole movies and countless near misses, you keep borrowing game plots whenever you're in need. Sonic and Freckle 2 carrying his cinematic speed. Your villain retired twice, then came running right back, because without Jim Carrey, your box office might crack. Meanwhile, my world stands strong no matter who's around. And Tinder's Ross Scott and Hoyer got kingdoms by the pound. And speaking of speed, let me finish this clean. You needed 3 movies just to reach the mainstream. One animated adventure, I shattered every chart. When it comes to movie gold, Mario still got the star. You're a plumber in overalls, I'm the fastest alive. You're lucky Sega found Hollywood to survive. My fans cried for Shadow Theater, shook with the hype. My fans made $1 billion overnight. I got chaos everywhere, power stars in reserve. At least my first good movie didn't take 30 years. At least my franchise didn't need readers